Emmanuel Macron's meddling in the UK's corona virus strategy has been slammed as George Galloway revealed the French president's threat to close France's border with Britain could have led to suffering in the country. Former Labour MP George Galloway furiously hit out at Emmanuel Macron over a threat that could have led to British food security collapsing. It was reported the French president told Boris Johnson he would close the border if the UK did not take more restrictive measures to contain the coronavirus. Mr. Galloway revealed to viewers that this could have been disastrous because of Britain's dependency on imported food. The commentator said, "It's day whatever it is in the time of corona. Some things have become more clear, some things have become more muddy. It's clear that the French President Emmanuel Macron was going to close his with Britain unless Boris Johnson shifted his policy orientation." Mr. Galloway continued, "Well, he might have been right or he might have been wrong about that. But bear this in mind, 50% nearly of all British foodstuffs comes from abroad. And a lot of it through the Channel ports from France. So if Macron had shut his border to us, we would now be starving." He added, "It's clear also in this green and pleasant land where it scarcely stops raining that 80 to 90% of all our fruit and vegetables are imported from abroad. I have no idea how that, but it goes without saying that without those imports and without the 50% of all foodstuffs that comes in from abroad, Britain would not now just be suffering under the coronavirus but food security would have collapsed." Mr. Galloway also launched an attack against the UK government's lack of testing. He noted that many famous figures like Prince Charles and the Prime Minister had been tested quickly, whereas the option was not available for frontline NHS staff. The ex-MP said, "You don't get tested in Britain until you show up at the hospital with the sickness. If we had, like the South Koreans have and as the Chinese have in abundance, tested our population, randomly but on a big scale, we'd already know how many people have been affected by COVID-19 here in Britain. Well, enough for now. One thing is for sure, when all this is over, nothing, not in politics, nor in health, nor in economics,